This is a perfect fall Sunday afternoon. Football games just went off that we were watching. I am starting to write. I started to decorate my home a little bit. There's a movie on that I love on Lifetime Network. Windows are open. No, just the blinds. It is in the 80s, so I have them closed, but I love that sunshine coming in. I got my Shelby girl. And no makeup. I have a pot of stew cooking in the crock pot. Woo! Hold on. Let me give you another peek. This, my friends, is just potatoes, carrots, and celery and onion that I added to that meat and gravy that I saved from French dip sandwiches. I haven't put the cushions back on the outdoor furniture. We put that up whenever we were getting ready for beta to come through because we knew it was going to be a lot of rain. I love sitting outside in the fall when it's not so hot. Shelby gets to run and play. My husband is across the street at our friend's house. I personally am having some girly stuff going on. So I opted to stay home in my nice comfy PJs. That stew is going to be delicious. I will make sure I link the video where I shared the French dip recipe. I'm going to link up two. I'll link up the one where I just shared it the other day in a vlog. But I'll link up the actual recipe because I had enough meat left over and all that broth that is a perfect base to a stew without having to put a whole lot of work in. So this morning after I made sausage gravy and biscuits. So once that was done and everyone was eating breakfast, I took the time and I cut up carrots, celery, and potatoes, tossed it in the crock pot. It was some chopped onion I had already chopped in the fridge and popped that in there. And then I put the broth and the meat that I had froze that night in there as well, and it's cooked all day, and all I had to do is go in and make cornbread and supper's done. I love Sunday dinners like that. So it is a very mild, quiet day. I know I have not done a video every day so far. I've missed a few days. It's gonna happen. Personally, I will tell you that my husband just got off working nights, and so I have enjoyed just spending time home and not in front of the camera. And I know you guys can probably appreciate that a little bit. So yesterday was nice. We didn't do anything. We didn't go anywhere. It was lovely. This morning I took the boys out. They did some driving practice. They're both doing so well. One has his test at the end of this month and the other has to schedule his. They're so far backed up that he wasn't quite ready, but I think he is getting there. He's doing very well as well. So that's that. I also, in writing news, I don't always share that with you guys, I currently write under my own name, but I was talking to my mother yesterday on the phone, and I told her that I have a series of Christmas books that I want to write, and I want to use a pen name for that. So we worked on that together, and I came up with a perfect pen name, and so of course I made a logo that will go on every one of those books today. So that was fun. So it kind of encouraged me to finish the writing project I have going on so that I can start fresh with those very soon. I love Christmas. Christmas is one of my favorite seasons, always has been from the time I was a kid. I love Christmas. I love the decorating and the cookies and the baking and all the things that happen. It's just quite fun. So I'm watching for her to come back around the corner. Her friends next door are out. Her doggy friends. Last night I come out here and she's tossing around another possum. I'm like, y'all, she got her another baby possum. She terrorizes those things. They make it, but I usually have to get one of the boys to get a shovel and pick up the poor critter and toss him over the fence. It's quite fun. I love not living in a city because you get all the critters. They're fun. They make life interesting. All right, I'm just rambling. Maybe I'll come back later and kind of wrap up the day. I just wanted to sit down and be upfront and honest and say, hey, not every day is a video day. I've kept to myself a little bit. Today, I always do. I always do the beginning of my cycle. I just keep to myself. Shelby, it was just a scooter, boo-boo. It was not a mower. Just a kid on a scooter. You'll probably see him again in a minute behind the fence. She's so cute. Alright guys, I'll chat with y'all later. Hey guys, was not expecting to film today like I told you, but I realized that cornbread is something that a lot of people buy a mix for, and it's the easiest thing to make. I grew up, my parents bought Pioneer brand cornbread mix, and that is the cornbread that I grew up on. I guess I was probably a young wife. It was before I became a mother that I found a recipe, and I've used this recipe ever since. I'd never buy cornbread mix. It's the easiest thing ever to make, and really you can't mess it up. I will tell you, we like sweet cornbread. I know, I'm in the South and we like sweet cornbread. Not everybody does. If you do not like sweet cornbread, then reduce the sugar to about 1/4 cup. You're still going to need sugar. And if you are the type who doesn't use salt, use salt. It's a teaspoon. You're going to need it. Do not eliminate salt when you are baking things. It messes up the chemistry. So definitely make sure you add the salt. Now I'm going to show you all that you're going to need, and then we're going to mix it up together. Okay? I've had these canisters for years. Cornmeal. I use yellow cornmeal. You can use white, but I've always used yellow. All-purpose flour and sugar. Then you're going to use 1 egg, a tablespoon, hold on, let me go back. These are all a cup apiece. So a cup of sugar, cup of flour, cup of cornmeal. Again, if you don't want sweet cornbread, reduce your cup to 1/4 cup. 1 large egg, 1 tablespoon of baking powder. Do not leave this out. I have done it many times, usually when I'm in a rush. 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 cup of milk. I use whole milk. You can use buttermilk, but in this recipe I always use whole milk because, one, that's what we buy, and that's what I've always used. Also, I make this in my cast iron skillet. So in here I have about 1/4 cup of vegetable oil. I am going to put it in my oven for 3 minutes at a 400 degrees. I put it in for 3 minutes to heat up the pan, heat up the oil, and after I mix the cornbread up together, I'm going to add this oil, and then I'll transfer it into this pan.
You could see yourself just sitting there on my chair. I'm staring at you, you don't even notice. Should've told you straight away.